Hey friends, welcome to day 11. I'm sorry, welcome to day 12. Today we are going to make a Valentine's Day embellishment using some vellum and some gold paper from Joann's and some of these Dollar Tree stickers that I have, and I want to use these up. I have several of these and I want to use these up. So I've already cut a strip of the gold cardstock, and then I've backed it on some heavier weight white cardstock because the gold is very flimsy. And then I've also sewed a vellum ruffle for the top, but this is just to give you a little sneak peek of what we're going to do. But we're going to set that one aside and make one together. So you're going to need a strip of gold paper or silver, holographic, or pattern paper, and some vellum, scissors. I'm using stickers. I've got a few different trims here that I might use. I've got my foam tape from Dollar Tree, and I have my hot glue gun on. So first things first, I want to cut my gold paper, and this measures about 1 1/4, a little shy of 1 1/4, and our vellum is the same size as well. So let's go ahead and do let's do 1 1/4, and this is just a 6x6 sheet of paper. And then I'll grab my, this is a scrap piece of heavy duty cardstock that I'm using. 1 1/4. And we'll cut our vellum. And I'm cutting on the 11-inch side of the vellum. So we're going to do 1 1/4. And then we have all of our pieces cut. We are done with our paper trimmer. So then next, all I'm going to do is add my gold down to my heavier weight cardstock. And we might have to do a little trimming. I've noticed that my paper trimmer has been cutting a little wonky, or I'm cutting a little wonky. I'm not sure, but I see we need to trim this a little bit. So I'm actually going to grab my paper trimmer back. It's a lot easier to use this than the scissors. And so I'm just going to trim that white edge off. Now, if you have a sewing machine, you can go ahead and stitch your paper ruffle, but if not, then you can just fold it by hand. And I like to kind of fold it, and then I like to do like a backwards fold just to have some varying folds in my ruffles. And then we'll do another ruffle. And I felt like I made that a little bit too wide, but that's okay. And then for the vellum, I probably, since I'm not stitching it, I'll probably just add adhesive down at the ends maybe, and just kind of let this have a little height, or you could add it to your different layers here. But we are going to but if you want, you can add a little bit of adhesive underneath each piece of your vellum here. Just like a tiny bit of your glue of choice, because this will mostly be covered up. And usually I add it on both sides, but for this, I'm only going to add it on the one side. And then I'm going to go ahead and do a fishtail banner on both ends of my vellum. And then I'm going to do a fishtail on one end of my gold. And I never really measure my fishtails. Sometimes I just cut them. Other times I kind of measure up the middle. And then I did not make this one as long. I wanted it to be the same length as my, just about the same length as my vellum. So I'm going to trim a little bit of that end off so they're close in size. So you can see how you can make your vellum ruffle without sewing. But for this video, I am going to use my one that I have stitched. And that goes better with this piece. So we're going to leave one of our edges flat, and then we're going to fishtail the other end. You could fishtail both ends if you wanted. You could do that as well. I'm thinking about adding some lace either on top of my vellum or behind my vellum. This lace here is really pretty lace. It's some vintage lace. It is bigger than our paper here, but I think it's kind of cute. I like the texture that it gives coming on either side of our paper. So I think I'm going to use the wider lace. So let's see. Let's do a little trimming. All right, and I still have a little bit of this left. So I'm going to add this down first, and I think I'm just going to use my glue runner and add a little bit down in the middle. Add this down, and then we're going to add our vellum down next. And again, I think I'm just going to use a little bit of my tape runner and a few sections to get this down. And then I'm going to kind of center this. I kind of feel like maybe I do want to do a fishtail on this end, but for now I'm going to leave it as is. So this is pretty flat. I didn't want to add my foam behind my vellum because you would be able to see that through our vellum, so I didn't want to add that behind. But I'm thinking I really like this geometric heart, and I really want to use these words love because they keep coming off of the page. Now these are already stickers, and they kind of remind me a little bit of chipboard stickers. So I just very carefully peeled the sticky part of the heart off the back, just like you would if it was a piece of chipboard. And then I'm going to add some dimension to it. All right, let's see if I need to add any more. Nope, I think that is good. Now we can decide if we want to add anything behind us. So I was thinking about adding some of my eyelash trim behind this for another layer of texture. So let's grab a little piece of my little puff ball here. We're not going to need too much. This stuff likes to make a mess when you cut it. And then we'll just wrap this around and trim it again. And then I think that gives that a little nice kind of texture and kind of whimsy to our heart. So let's put this at this edge here. And as you can see, when you're working with the eyelash, it does leave a bunch of the little pieces on your desk and kind of makes a mess. But you can get that up real easy with a lint roller or one of those little vacuums like I have. Now, I think I want to put the word love. Let's see. Do I need to... I think I can add the word love flat, but I'm definitely going to need to add a little bit more adhesive onto these. So I'm just going to use my glue gun. We're going to have to put this really close here. You want a really thin bead of glue. All right, they're going to be down a little bit wonky because that O went down a little bit wonky, but that is fine. I am going to add the little heart in between, in the middle of our O. And let's grab the E. And I think this is cute and a great way to use your ribbons and trims and also those stickers that you have in your stash that you want to use up. All right, so that's super cute, and I think this would be great as a, on a bag topper. So do we want to add anything else to this? Let's see. Do we want to add maybe, we could add, the lips are just a little bit too big. That's too bad. I think the lips would be cute. What about the strawberry? I feel like this is kind of missing something. Let's add some sequins, maybe. I've got my little jar of sequins here from a sequins mix. And I think it might be cute to do a little cluster of some sequins, maybe. Or we have those little clay hearts. Let's get a couple different sequin possibilities. Let's get this pink. All right, so let's maybe do that. And I do have my little gem picker here from Amazon. This works with diamond dots. It's an awesome tool. So let's use that, and let's do like a little cluster of sequins, and I think that'll add a little something extra. So let's just build them up. Let's do gold. And then maybe we'll do the little black one. Trying to just put a, whoop, that was a little bit more glue than I wanted, but that's okay. All right, we'll move the black over a little bit to cover up the glue. All right, let's do another one, maybe right here. We'll start with this really pretty flat gold one. We'll do a pink. And then let's see, do I have any white ones? Maybe, or I've got an iridescent one. That would be pretty. Let's see if I can fish that one out of here. There we go. This one's really pretty. It's like a white with a pale pink iridescence to it. There we go. And then let's see, do we want to add any of the little sprinkles? Let's do a little white one. Let's see, let's do a white one right here. I definitely think that adds something to our project. That's cute. I like the added sequins and the little clay bits on there. And then if you wanted to embellish this more or add some, I don't think I want to add any of these because we have a lot going on already. I think this would just be a little bit too much, yeah. But then you could embellish this further if you wanted, add something on your heart here. But I think this would work really well as a bag topper. It's super cute. Great way to use those stickers in your stash, and little added sequins just really helped finish this off. So thanks guys for stopping by and creating this embellishment with me. I've got so many glue strings on here. And tomorrow will be day 13, and I'm going to be creating a pokey tool with you guys. I've had a lot of people ask me about my pokey tool here, which I need to add some glue to, but my friend Tara made this for me in a swap. So I've had a lot of people ask me about this, so I'm going to create one of these with you guys tomorrow for day 13. So I hope you'll stop back by tomorrow to check out that video, and I hope you all have a great day. Bye.